Well, hello, friends, family, and the void that are my followers. So, I just did a 30-minute whole recap thing, like 45 minutes actually, probably, just explaining a bunch of stuff. And I just realized I didn't hit the record button the entire freaking time. So, I'm going to have to go through this again. It's probably going to be a little bit less passion, a little bit less energy, but that's probably going to be a good thing, too, though, quite honestly. I was very excited to go through and talk about the things that happened. I chuckled my way through some of it because some of it's really ridiculous, quite honestly. Probably going to be less of that though, but we'll see. Regardless, though, I'm going to try and do this recap again. Hopefully, I do it as good. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the recap. So, the recap starts with because we've gotten 20 episodes now. This is going to be a point 0.5 episode. The next one's going to be episode 20. We've gotten 20 episodes now, and Scroll Of Taiwu, he's gotten to a turning point in his life where he sees it's time to make a change. It started off with him at 16. He just wanted to get across the river. So for some reason, some kind of sword hilt ended up with him while he was a baby, and he doesn't understand why, but for whatever reason, he has his sword hilt and a destiny ahead of him. Apparently, people keep telling him, you're supposed to save the world. You're supposed to accomplish these great big things, and for him, all he really wants to do is get past the river. And that's where he was at with that. People told him, his father told him to go capture crickets and then abandoned him. And he was like, I don't get that. Why'd my father just leave? I mean, he wanted me to go out and get some crickets, and now he's gone. Is he coming back with milk or something? Like, what the heck? And so he went out trying to fend for himself, trying to figure out how to live. And he went looking for society so that he can have other people, hopefully, to help with a little bit, because he's just freaking 16, barely in their standards, in this game standards, barely an adult, but not really, because he was still living off of a father. He needed to try and figure out how to live and figure out why his father left him. Like, what the heck? The man who was raising him just left out of nowhere. And so he needed to go question them, track them down, and maybe even beat it out of them, because that's pretty screwed up that they just left him. So he went chasing after him. He had to get across a river, and some elder told him that he needed to catch more crickets and pick some more herbs in order to cross the river. And he's like, okay, everybody keeps asking me this thing. And then it turns out that the elder lied to him, and it's like, what the hell? I'm just trying to live my life, and all these people are telling me to grab these things and lying to me and disappearing and not giving me the boat that I need to get to cross the river. What the freak, man? Unfortunately, he absolutely respects the fact that the boat was the elders, and so he didn't just take it. He didn't just steal it, but he kept trying to find a pathway, and then the village gets attacked. Instant karma, right? Not really instantly. It happened after a month, but regardless, karma caught up with the village, and the village got attacked. And so he tried standing up for the village, tried saving who he can. A couple of villagers decided to join him. He Long Day, I think Long Day actually is from the sect. Guyan and one other person joined him. And was it Guyan? Let's see. Doesn't say. I think this one was from the sect. That my reaffirm vows thing. So it was Guyan and one other person who is somewhere in the village. Let's go to village roster. I don't think that's village roster. Definitely you. And new. That's I think that other one was and new. Do I still have and new? Let's go by name. Nope, it's not going to do the name properly. There it goes. And new. Yeah. So I picked up and new and Guoyan. I saved them from the village. I defeated the demonized people. Then because the villager, the elder was passed away, he was not using his vote anymore. It's just going to sit there dilapidating, and there's no way I can get the boat from the permission from the village elder anymore. I'm just going to use the boat. He finally crosses the river. Poor 16, 17-year-old just trying to figure out what the hell. And finally, he gets to cross the river and he finds this other village who suddenly devotes them, not this one, who suddenly devotes themselves to him simply because he has his sword. And he's like, I don't understand what's going on. You guys are telling me there was some monk that's showing up who's saying that there's some demon mounds around the village. The villagers are saying they want you to guide them. This is crazy. I'm freaking 17. I just want to find my father, who apparently passed through here. So he stuck around. He started to trying to do what he could to live up to everybody's expectations. If everybody's telling him to do these things, and I mean they've got food, so he could live here. If he helps improve the village, then he's got a place to live. So, I mean, he started trying to do it. Eventually, he decided though that because he had to develop his own martial arts and get strong, he had to use a little bit of help from other people. Guo Yan and Anu helped him a little bit. That he would try and help others, so that other people would not suffer the same way he did. And so he established a protection agency, escort agency, and established a training hall so that way people can come here and become stronger so that they can live better in the harshness of the world when their stepfather decides to abandon them. He also set up a medical facility because, of course, if you're training people to fight, they're going to get hurt. And hurt people need medical care, so might as well have a medical facility there as well. So he's developing those two things, building that agency. He's starting to build up a clothing agency. When you're out in the wild, in the wilderness, you tend to have your clothes get ripped, and sometimes you need to get them fixed, or sometimes you just need to make new clothes. So taking care of the necessities, probably going to have a food station come up next because, people in the wild, they get hungry. They should know how to fend for themselves when it comes to food, though, quite honestly. If you can't fish, you can't hunt, it doesn't matter how well you can fight. You're going to get taken down because you're not going to be able to eat well. But regardless of that, that's probably something he is going to start trying to take care of to help a little bit. He doesn't want people to be complacent, but he definitely doesn't want people to die of starvation because they struggle to catch a rabbit or something. Maybe they've got a broken leg. Who knows? So he's going to try and figure something out to help those people a little bit. But overall, though, he started seeing, these people that they've got martial arts. They can make him capable. Maybe he should try and become more capable himself. So he went out, started talking to other sects, and other sects were like, "Hey, oh, you're the Taiwu? Oh, heck yeah! Here, start taking my T4 manuals, my T3 manuals. Let's get you really strong, so that way you can save the world." And he's like, "Oh yeah, heck yeah!" And he started going to women. "Hey, girl, you heard that I'm the Taiwu? That's good." And so he started getting wealth, manuals, resources, women. Started getting it started getting to his head. He started abusing his village. He used up all of his resources for other strong T2, T3 manuals. And just he started using people. Just people were just giving him stuff, and so he just started using them. Started taking advantage of them. Oh yeah, heck yeah, give me these things. Oh heck yeah, this is fun. This is good. I am being loved so much. I'm becoming so strong. And over time, he just kept going and kept going, but eventually he started realizing that for all the things he has, he kind of has everything he can. Whoops, he kind of has everything. Like he's capped out on all the things he can do himself. He can polish just a little bit, sure, but there's not much more he can do on his own. I mean, he's very capable, can go out and do some stuff. He's got an abundance of energy, not much willpower to do things, so he doesn't take life very seriously. He doesn't push himself too much, but he's got a lot of energy to just do casual things. So, yeah. But eventually, you could only do so much. And so he found out it would be good to have other people doing things for him. And so he started going out, started trying to recruit people. Hey, I've got this cool village. I am the Taiwu. What's good? Maybe join my party and do some stuff with me. Let's hang out and I can collect some herbs and you can collect some jade. What's good? And some of them were kind of with it. Some of them were kind of agreeing to do it. Oh yeah, no, definitely. We'll join your village because we can make a house there and we can get some food and build some other structures, and we can help man your dispensary so other people can get healed. Oh heck yeah, this is a good deal for us. And so he started going, but he still wasn't very strong. He kept failing tournaments. He kept failing when it came to actual effort. Anything that he had to actually take seriously, he was failing at. And so he's like, okay, well, let's find somebody who's actually powerful to help me. And he started going around talking to people, and this sect leader, she got a little clever. She said, I'm seeing you making friends with so many people. That's great. I've seen you collecting all these great manuals, and that's awesome. If you want my help, though, I'm not going to just join your village. You're going to have to marry me. You have to show a little bit of sacrifice. Give something up a little bit to join me. And he was like, oh, yeah, whatever. Cool. And she's like, oh, yeah, no, okay. Marry me. And oh, yeah, marry you. And I'll have one of the strongest people in the whole world join me. Oh, yeah, cool. No, that's easy. Whatever. I'll do a stupid little ceremony. Go do this walkthrough. And I'll say yes and nod my head and put down some meat. Oh, easy peasy. That's no problem for me. And he's like, okay, cool. I like this. This is happy. He's actually going to do my agreement. And so they go through and they start doing the wedding ceremony. And eventually, though, apparently a whole bunch of, because this boy has been a little left boy. He's gone around and he's met up with a lot of women and seduced them for manuals. And yeah, he's had 17 lovers, just women who thought that he was all about them. So when he's going through this wedding, all these people who wouldn't commit to him, but who would give him things and who would spend nights with him, they found out he was getting married and they were going to lose him. And they were like, oh, maybe I should step up. Hey, you know what? Don't wed that sect leader. Wed me instead. And he kind of went through and evaluated them all, and he's, you know what? The sect leader really is the best person. They've got it all going on for them. Sure, they're a little older, but they've got the experience, they've got the manuals, they've got the power, they've even got some really great traits. And he denied everybody who showed up, and he chose the sect leader. That made her really happy, actually. She came back and said, you know what? I put down a deal for you. You agreed to it, and you chose me, even despite the fact that you had all these other options. I like that. Well, despite the fact that he chose her, he didn't take it very seriously. Other people, all of these girls, they're like, hey, you know what? Why don't we have one more night? I see that you got married, but let's just have one more night. And he was like, sure, why not? And he kind of agreed to it. He did the thing. He went with them, spent some time, had some fun. Other people didn't quite like that. So, this lady, she ran an entire sect. There's like 30, 40, 50 people in that sect. 50 people that relied on her. 50 people that looked up to her. 50 people that cared about what was going to happen with her because she was dictating their future. She was leading them forward. And she left them for him, and he's not being very faithful. that kind of pissed off a lot of them. And on top of that, he also had some enemies. He captured some people and forced them to give him something. He beat them up, took their manuals from them, took their clothes even, and then tossed them back out in the world. And that didn't make those people very happy. So all these this whole sect that was not happy about him, and the people he captured, stole from, and tossed back into the world, none of these people were happy about it. So I mean, his actions started catching up. Thankfully, these new sect leaders who saw that she chose him, they decided, okay, since she chose you, we'll respect that and we'll support you and we'll support her. And we don't like it too much, but we'll support it. And so while the sect is getting upset, some of the people are still kind of helping him, but at the same time, everybody started looking at him like, hey man, stop being a piece of shit. And he's starting to see other people. It's not just the sect he's at anymore. He's going to new sects, new places he's never been to before. And he's finding out people are there. They're pretty upset about the shit he's doing. The way he's being a piece of crap to other people and abusing his village and abusing his wife. And not physically, not directly, but he's not being faithful to her. And so they're not happy about that, and they're telling him off. They don't want to help him anymore. So he's finding out that if he wants to get the help of other people, he's gonna have to be a better person. He's gonna have to do better. So the turning point is probably that he's gonna look at what to do to be a better person. She kind of respects his disposition because she's also rebellious. She gets him to some extent, but regardless, he needs to be better. To some extent, I have been choosing dialogue options to keep this at rebellious because I was being rebellious myself. I was deciding I didn't want his dialogue to change based on the more ideal options. And so in principle, I chose certain options to keep it this way. But at this point moving forward, I'm probably going to stop doing that. And I'm going to probably let his mindset start shifting to reflect the choices he's realizing he needs to make in order to better coexist with the world around him. Because again, he's realizing he can't do things by himself anymore. He can do a lot. He can do a lot, but there's still limitations. And having other people do things with him and for him is extremely beneficial. And on top of that, he's been having people try to poison him. He's been having people trying to hurt him. People trying to beat him up. And so having all these people upset at him, it's not only is it preventing him from getting help, it's actually hindering him in every other way too. So he's realizing. And I'm gonna start letting this reflect that in his options. Yeah, I did. I condensed a 45-minute recap into a 15-minute recap. It kind of feels bad. Probably was a better recap in my previous one, but regardless, that's the recap. That's where we're at. Let me see if there's anything else to take a look at. His martial arts is coming along. He's becoming very capable in this. As I said, he probably can polish a few of these. He's going to stop being abusive to his village, stop trying to throw all of their resources to getting things for him. He's going to start trying to give back more. I mean, he was already kind of giving things back, but he's going to try to do it more now. Be a better person overall. So I'm looking at his martial arts for improvements. He probably needs to build his stats a little bit more. Constitution would be good. But for the most part, he's coming into them. This was like 50% before, and now it's all the way up to 83. It's really good. The cap is still 100. I think I need a breakthrough on that one. 74 on this one. This one was also about 50. I think it was 43 before, maybe. But for the most part, yeah, he's starting to come into his martial arts. He's actually doing damage. He managed to win a couple of tournaments. The only thing he needs to do is stop pissing people off and start respecting the people around him, and he'll be soaring in no time for sure. She straight carried him through some competitions too. Like he would probably, there's a good chance, I don't know for sure. Maybe he would have, but there's a good chance he would not have won the competitions he participated in if she had not been there to help support him in those competitions. And that's definitely something that Scroll of Taiwu is taking account of. He's realizing it definitely pays to have really powerful allies. And man, is she powerful. She is, I went over here and I looked at Pure Essence, Transcendent Realm, and then I took the only way I could find to determine how that works. Actually, here, I could look this way. Yeah, right there. She is second to highest Pure Essence. She is a 16 Pure Essence person with a cap of 160. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty freaking crazy. Let me see these people. Can I do anything for this? I think it's already automating. So having her on by his side has been paying off in dividends 100% easily. I mean, look at that. Holy crap. She's got arts upon arts. Let me try and refine this a little bit, see if I can improve it. No? I might be able to refine it later. But holy crap. She has 169% on this. I'll probably lose some slots if I condense it, but I can probably give her an additional Koyar if I condense that. I could probably refine her layout a little bit as a player for sure, but she's very powerful regardless. And so she carried him through. She beat down some, I think they were blue tier. What is blue tier again? Like there was somewhere around here or something like that. Spearfulness, primordial. I think they were primordial. There was a couple of people who were primordials, and he would not have won against them, but because he could outpace them, and he could rely on her occasionally throwing in her annihilations, which were actually doing real damage. Eventually, he was able to whittle them down to actually beat them. And he's realizing he made the right choice trying to recruit other people, and he lucked out agreeing to marrying her for sure, but he can't keep relying his luck for much longer. So hopefully he's learned his lesson soon enough to where he can improve and become strong, as well as a good person that other people are willing to stand beside. Yeah, that's the recap. I'm probably going to play later on tonight. I hope that wasn't too quick. Hope you enjoyed the recap. There's anything anybody else wants me to show them on his progress, the things he's accomplished, things he's done, anything particularly that you want me to show in his build and his layout, anything at all, let me know in comments. I would be happy to show you. Thank you and have a great day.